Hi everyone, Jacqueline here, creating my garden. And today's video is all about when do we and when don't we use terracotta with our plants. Terracotta pots provide a sense of nostalgia when it comes to houseplants. Their beautiful, warm, orange-colored hues and rustic feel, and the images of them in old Victorian greenhouses makes them a desirable choice for all types of plants. These porous clay pots absorb water and allow excess moisture to be released from the soil more quickly. This prevents the death of many plants due to overwatering, which is #1 killer of plants. Another benefit using terracotta pots is that it allows for air circulation, which prevents some plants from dying from heat stress. There are many different colors and types of terracotta pots. Not all pots are created equal. Cheap terracotta will crack and break easily, especially if there are temperature changes. However, high quality terracotta can last for several years, and if it's protected from harsh winters and temperature fluctuations, it's worth the investment. The best clay for terracotta usually comes from Italy. You may wonder what plants do well in terracotta pots. Well, there are certain plants that do really well, such as cacti, succulents, orchids, peperonas, Hoyas, sansevieras, philodendrons, pillias, poinsettias, and all sorts of grasses. Terracotta pots are not suitable for all types of plants. That is because the porous nature of the pot means that moisture is released from the terracotta pots quickly. And the kind of plants that should not be grown in terracotta pots are ferns, calla lilies, cannas, irises, conifers, and trees. So basically any plant that is thirsty or loves to be kept moist probably should not be put in a terracotta pot unless, as a gardener, you are going to look after that plant and ensure that it receives adequate moisture by checking it constantly for moisture or setting up drip irrigation if it's outside to ensure it gets the nutrients and the moisture it needs, because the water will evaporate fast as the clay absorbs it from the roots. Should you or shouldn't you soak your terracotta before potting up a plant? There are two groups of people or gardeners that each believe something different. Some believe you must soak your pot in water for a good 20 minutes prior to potting up your plant. Otherwise, it will rob the plant of all water and nutrients. I am part of the second camp. I believe you don't need to soak your pots prior to potting a plant up, because I water my plants from the bottom. So I'm kind of achieving the same thing without taking an entire pot and putting it in a bowl of water and letting it sit there for 20 minutes, because the clay is still absorbing the nutrients. And I use that with my larger pots as well. I will soak them fully planted in water to water the plants. And I use cheap Dollarama pots and Home Depot pots, whatever I can find. I don't have access to the Italian clay terracotta, so I will use what I find. And I haven't had any issues with any cracking or anything with watering from the bottom. The big thing here is to make sure the plant gets the moisture it needs. So with larger pots, I will let it sit overnight in a sink. Smaller containers, I only need to let it sit there for 20-30 minutes and the plant will have reached enough water will absorbed right up to the top of the pot that you can actually feel moisture in the soil. But with these larger ones, they're very heavy and they need to be left overnight to soak. And then they're good. And you can tell by the weight of the pot and the color of the terracotta if they've gotten enough water. It's easier to tell on the lighter terracotta, the one in the middle here in this picture, than the other ones. But this works really, really well. And I find I don't have to worry about me causing root rot by overwatering them this way. So if you have trouble with overwatering plants, then you should put them in terracotta, depending on the type of plant, and then water from the bottom and let it absorb it, whatever it takes to get that moisture to the top of the pot, and then don't water again until they're dry. When it comes to seedlings, you definitely don't want to start them off in clay. In fact, you don't want to move these to terracotta pots until they are large, fully grown plants. So for instance, these are my Wrinkle 2000 lavender geraniums. You can see they're all still seedlings. They haven't got their true leaf yet. I definitely wouldn't pot them up into a clay pot. Once they fill the seed tray with roots, then they will move to the next size of a plastic pot because seedlings are very tender and they need the moisture. When they are full grown geraniums, then I can move them to a clay pot like this or even bigger, and they will be gorgeous. Now, once again, if I'm putting these outside though, and my summers get very, very hot, the clay is going to dry out super fast, and without drip lines, I am not going to keep up keeping them watered. So in my situation here, I will use plastic. But if you live in an area or you're going to bring the geraniums in a house and you like the look of clay and you're going to monitor them, then for sure go with clay for them. But just remember, if you let them dry out too much, you will lose your plants. And geraniums need a lot of water and like a lot of fertilizer, like any other annual plant. To care for terracotta pots, one of the first things you want to do is you want to make sure the pot is clean. So if your pot has any sort of marks or anything on it from salts or minerals that have come through the pot, you want to clean this pot before reusing it for other plants. So the first thing you can do is take a tub of water like this container and fill it with warm water. And you want to fill it to the top of the pot. Then you want to take, in this case, I use 1 cup of white vinegar for this big tub of water, so you can measure accordingly to the size of your pot and add it to the water to help clean it. That will help kill any bacteria on that pot. Then you want to take your scrub brush and you want to scrub this pot in the water and get all those minerals and salts off and give it a good scrubbing on the outside and on the inside of that pot. And that will help get rid of any of those marks on the pot. The other thing you can do, and I would highly recommend it, is if you're reusing a pot, you've had other plants in it for a long time, to soak it in this mixture for a good hour and let it kill any bacteria on the pot. So a little more care for terracotta pots versus plastic, but you need to keep them really clean to prevent the transfer of bacteria and disease to other plants. So just let them sit in that water and absorb it for an hour, and that'll kill anything in the pot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It gave a lot of interesting information on when we should use it. I even learned a few things from doing research on when to use terracotta and when not to. So I hope you found it really helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks everybody. Bye.